Hey everybody, David Nielsen here on behalf of our entire team here at Platinum, Idaho at Silver Creek. I'm going to take just a quick minute and share with you our thoughts on the real estate market now. And it's kind of crazy. I don't know that I did a market update last month just because the prices were still increasing, the inventory was still dropping. But when I saw the numbers this month, I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane, and I have never seen anything like it, and I don't really see that it's changing, that anything's going to change in the real near future. But let me just show you what's happening in the market. So rather than using the typical numbers that I share with you in the graphs and stuff, I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to go directly to the numbers that you would find and that I have access to on the Boise Regional Realtor site, because they're pulling the same data from the MLS. The numbers are very, very similar, but these are the numbers that we use in our newsletter graphics, you know, just to say a kind of quick market snapshot. But let's take, starting off, let's look at this first one, which is Ada County, single family homes in Ada County for the month of November. And you look here, the median sales price is $425,000. And that represents over an 18% increase from last November until this November. So 18% increase. I've shared this other number with you before, which is that as we've been tracking it, with the exception of the last few years, the average appreciation in our market, we've kind of tabbed as like, we've kind of picked as like 3.7% seems to be what things are tracking at for the average appreciation. This is 18% appreciation. So I just, it's amazing. I can't get over it. But let me dive into this a little bit here. So these are the actual numbers here. And you can see that in November of 2019, it was $360,000 was the average home price. Now the average home price is $425,000. That's where you get the 18.1. But I want to jump down here to the existing resale prices. So these are existing homes on the market, just to show you what that's done, because in November of last year the existing price was $331,000 and the existing median price is $425,000 this month. I double checked that. The previous number included new construction as well. But look at this change in price. The median sales price for existing homes in Ada County increased by 28.4%. And that, to me, is just, it is incredible. Now, the new construction prices really didn't change all that much. In fact, last year it was $437. This year it's $429 is what the median new construction price is. But I was just astounded to see that overall the market has increased by 18%. All of that has been really in existing construction, which represents a 28% increase year over year. And you're going to find very similar things in Canyon County too. Canyon County increased with new and existing construction by 23% year over year. And you look at those numbers, the Canyon County prices, $264 last year, $325 this year for both new and existing construction. And we can break that down and say, okay, it was $241 for existing homes last year and $303 this year. So that represents almost a 26% increase in what the market's doing. So it's pretty crazy. I kind of think of this, an analogy is like the home prices are behaving really similarly to the prices of hand sanitizer on Amazon during the month of March of this year. And the reason why is because everybody was buying up the hand sanitizer and there was nothing available. So you would pay, you know, $18 for a 3-ounce bottle of, you know, hand sanitizer on Amazon, which to me seems ridiculous. Well, that's kind of what's happening here, is there is no inventory on the market. Another interesting stat really quickly to share here is we had 18 days on the market for the month of November. If we jump to this, let's look at both. So we're looking at single family homes, both existing and new construction. Last November, those homes were on the market for 40 days. This November, they're on for 18 days. So we had a 55% decrease in the time on market, which is showing that things are flying off, they're just flying off the shelves. And there's really not a lot of inventory on the shelves to even disappear. And I want to dive into that really quickly and share with you I know all these charts. So let's dive into inventory here. Okay. Yeah, Ada County residential inventory. So take a look at this. These are the same graphs that I have been sharing with you before. And let me just switch this up. So it shows you inventory here, right, is 408 homes on the market. That includes existing construction, existing homes, and new construction. So you look here and you see, oh yeah, then 2020 the inventory's really dropped. We're at about just over 400 homes. And I want to break that up into, let's see, new construction inventory, okay? We're down to 276 on new construction inventory. And resale inventory, this is what's astonishing. We were at 688 homes for sale, resale inventory, in the month of May, and we are now to 138 homes for the month of November. And we were even when we were hovering around 1,200 homes, we thought, wow, inventory is really, really low. Well, that was over 3 years ago when it was 1,200 homes. And now we are down to 138 homes. In fact, just minutes ago, I logged on to the MLS and I said, well, how many active homes are in Ada County, single family, that are not new construction? And it was like, I think the number was 89 or 96. Today, there's less than 100 homes on the market available today. So you see how tight the inventory is. So anyway, those are just kind of some market stats that I wanted to share with you. If you're a buyer in this market, don't despair. I know it's frustrating because I know you're submitting offers, you're putting offers out there, they're getting rejected, and they're not coming through, and you're bidding up against maybe 5, sometimes 30 offers in some cases. And you can get something, but you really have to be in the game and you really have to stick with it. And most importantly, you really, really, really need to have an agent who is skilled at like writing competitive offers, who can guide you on what to do to get your offer accepted. Because it's not like it is in a buyer's market. This is a seller's market. And if you want to get it accepted, you really got to pull some extra strings there. Now's a great opportunity for people to unlock equity in their home if they've ever been thinking about it. And I always tell people, if you're looking to transition because you're needing to either downsize or upsize, or you want to move to a different part of town, if you sell now, you're going to sell at the height of the market. If you buy now, you're going to pay at the height of the market. And so if you're doing a transaction or a transition like that at the same time, I don't think it really matters if you sell in a down market or an expensive market or a less expensive market, because you're going to sell high, buy high, or sell low and buy sell. So I think the most important thing is just to do what's right for you, what's right for your family, and everything at this time. I do believe that at some point the market is going to shift, because you cannot have 28 or even 18% appreciation year over year over year over year indefinitely, because real estate markets are cyclical. And so, but what I really believe is I don't see any signs that this is shifting. The social unrest, the quality of life, politics, whatever, are driving so many people into the state of Idaho that I don't really see this letting up anytime soon. So my advice is, if you're in the market to buy, I wouldn't sit around too much longer, because years ago, 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, people sat around and said, this market's at the top. This is the top of the market. And had they purchased even 2 years ago, their home could have almost doubled in price depending on where it's at. So I would get into the market if you're looking to buy. If you're relocating, jump into the market now, because it's still appreciating. And I think you have a wonderful opportunity to capture equity in the coming years. At some point it's going to level off. At some point it might even dip a little bit. But if you're waiting to time it just right, I really think you're missing out on big, big opportunities for equity in your biggest investment, which is for most people their home. So anyway, that's my take on the market in a nutshell. I think it's going to be a great year in 2020. I really hope and pray that the inventory comes up a little bit. It's great for sellers to have it so low, because you have that, March Amazon hand sanitizer pricing going on, but we really need more options for buyers. So I think next year is going to be a great year. We're super excited for it. As always, if you have questions, reach out to us directly. You can call me directly. Any member of our team is super skilled and knowledgeable to help guide you through both the selling process and the buying process. But with that being said, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll catch up with you in 2021. Take care.